Have you ever wondered what secrets lie hidden in the most remote corners of the planet? Places where humans have barely set foot and nature has remained untouched for millennia? Today, we're taking you on a virtual adventure through the most isolated, distant, and forgotten islands on Earth. Let's dive in. Number 1. Clipperton Island. Clipperton Island is a remote coral atoll situated in the northeastern Pacific Ocean. Spanning just 2.3 square miles, its closest landmass is Mexico, located 6.8 miles away. Today, it is managed by France as part of French Polynesia. The island was first discovered by Spanish navigator Ferdinand Magellan, but it wasn't until 1702 that it received its name, in honor of the English pirate John Clipperton. Over the years, it became the subject of disputes between Mexico, France, and the United States. Clipperton Island has a dry tropical climate and features coral reefs, mangroves, and sandy dunes. It also boasts an interior lagoon that's cut off from the ocean, with acidic waters. Despite its unique ecosystem, the island is home only to birds, sea lions, and crabs. It has never had a permanent human population and is now visited only by a handful of tourists or research groups. Number 2. Chagos Archipelago. The Chagos Archipelago is a group of 7 atolls located in the middle of the Indian Ocean. These atolls are made up of various coral structures, covering a total area of about 23 square miles. Currently, they are administered by the United Kingdom as part of the British Indian Ocean Territory. The archipelago is approximately 1,740 miles from Africa, 930 miles from Asia, and 2,920 miles from Australia. The closest group of islands is the Maldives, located about 285 miles away. Thanks to its tropical location, these atolls are stunningly beautiful, with lush greenery, low elevations, and extensive coral reefs. Its central and strategic location has made it a hotspot for disputes. Historically, the indigenous people of the islands, known as the Chagosians, lived there. However, in typical colonial fashion, the United Kingdom forcibly expelled the inhabitants, relocating them to the island nation of Mauritius. Today, the Chagos Archipelago has no permanent civilian population. Instead, it houses between 3,000 and 4,000 US and British military personnel. Mauritius, which took in the displaced Chagosians, has long claimed sovereignty over the islands. In fact, the country won a legal battle at the International Court of Justice in The Hague. However, the United Kingdom has ignored the ruling and has yet to return the islands. Island Wake. Wake Island is a small atoll located in the northwestern Pacific Ocean, within the Micronesia region. It spans 14 square miles and formed when a coral reef grew atop an ancient volcano. The island is approximately 2,200 miles from Asia, 2,860 miles from the Americas, and 2,610 miles from Australia. Its closest neighbors are the Marshall Islands, situated 350 miles away. The island was visited but not settled when it was first discovered by the Spanish, who named it San Francisco Island. The Marshall Islands claim sovereignty over Wake Island, but due to its strategic location, the United States refuses to relinquish control. During World War II, it served as an American military base before being invaded by the Japanese Empire. Today, Wake Island is administered by the U.S. Air Force and is home to a small population of 45 U.S. military personnel. Access to the island is restricted, and only authorized military personnel and scientists are allowed to enter. Number 4. South Sandwich Island. The South Sandwich Islands are a small volcanic archipelago located in the South Atlantic Ocean. The chain consists of 11 main islands, which together cover an area of 124 square miles. Currently administered by the United Kingdom, the islands were formed by the simultaneous collision of the South American, Antarctic, Scotia, and Sandwich tectonic plates. They are part of the group of islands known as the Southern Antilles, and are the easternmost among them. The archipelago lies about 870 miles from Antarctica, 1,615 miles from South America, and 2,610 miles from Africa. Despite being outside the Antarctic Circle, The islands are heavily influenced by the Antarctic circumpolar current and powerful winds known as the Furious 50s and Screaming 60s. These harsh conditions create a polar climate, rendering the islands uninhabited. Although under British administration, the islands are claimed by Argentina, which established the only permanent settlement there, Corbeta, Uruguay base, in 1976. However, the settlement was evacuated in 1982 during the Falklands War. Number 5. Easter Island. Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui, is located in the southeastern Pacific Ocean. It covers more than 63 square miles and is a volcanic island created by a hotspot. Part of Chile, it holds many distinctions, including being the easternmost territory of Polynesia. It is also the most remote Hispanic island in the world, the southernmost non-Antarctic island in the eastern Pacific, and the last island colonized by the Austronesian people, originally from Taiwan. Easter Island is located 2,175 miles from the Americas, 3,100 miles from Antarctica, and its closest neighbor is the remote Pitcairn Islands, which lie 1,000 miles away. The island features a low terrain compared to other volcanic islands, with few elevations, mostly ancient volcanic cones. It is also the only place in Chile with a tropical climate, despite being located outside the tropics, due to the warm currents that surround it. Number 6. Desolation Islands. The Kerguelen Islands, also known as the Desolation Islands, form a large volcanic archipelago located to the south of the Indian Ocean. The archipelago consists of more than 300 islands, covering a total area of 1,048 square miles. These islands belong to France and are known as Îles Kerguelen. They are the southernmost inhabited islands in the Indian Ocean, located about 1,240 miles from Antarctica, 2,300 miles from Africa, and 2,485 miles from Australia. The closest neighboring land is the uninhabited Heard Island and McDonald Islands, which lie about 267 miles away. Number 7. Marquesas Islands. The Marquesas Islands are an archipelago located in the central Pacific Ocean. The archipelago consists of 14 main islands covering a total area of 384 square miles. Discovered by the Spanish, they are currently administered by France. Volcanic in origin, with their own hotspot, the Marquesas Islands are the largest and northernmost archipelago of the French Polynesia. They are located about 4,470 miles from Australia, 3,045 miles from the Americas, and their closest neighbors are the Tuamotu Islands, also part of France, which are 305 miles away. Number 8. Pitcairn Islands. The Pitcairn Islands are an archipelago located in the central Pacific Ocean, consisting of 5 islands that cover a total area of 18 square miles. These islands are a British overseas territory, and they are the only islands that the United Kingdom has in the Pacific Ocean. The islands have diverse origins, including volcanic islands from a hotspot, coral atolls, and sandbars. Number 9. Bouvet Island. Bouvet Island is a solitary volcanic and subpolar island located in the South Atlantic Ocean. It covers an area of 19 square miles and is Norway's only possession in the Southern Hemisphere, excluding its claims in Antarctica. It is located 1,570 miles from Africa, and its closest neighbor is Antarctica, about 1,085 miles away. Adding to its remoteness, the island has no airports. Number 10. Tristan da Cunha Islands. The Tristan da Cunha Islands are a small archipelago located in the South Atlantic Ocean. It consists of 6 islands that together cover an area of 80 square miles. Discovered by the Portuguese, the islands are currently administered by the United Kingdom. They have a volcanic origin, formed by a hotspot near the point of collision between the African and South American plates. If you liked the video, you can support me by hitting the thanks button. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment on this video as it would help me a lot. I also want to give a big thank you to the channel members, as their support means a lot to me. That's all for now, goodbye. Which island would you visit if you had the chance?